Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 33 of our Wulfrik the Wanderer Mortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we are here with Egil for the fall of ALTDORF. We have ransacked our way through the Empire, actually snuck our way behind the Emperor and all of his armies, and we are now here at his capital, ready to bring down the throne city of the Prince and Emperor of Reichland. We cannot see the defenders behind the wall, but you can better believe it is a stalwart bunch of the Empire's finest, as well as some helpers from Bretonnia. We've got our artillery and everyone else set up on the weakest point of the defenders of the Empire. They definitely need to rework some of the Empire settlements so that they actually have some towers all around. They have some very glaring weak points over here with no towers at all and 2 entrances. So this is where we're going to be attacking from. Let's get this battle started. Push up the main body force directly. Although we'll do so having him walk. Like, you just gotta blast away at these handguns to start here. Let's send the chariot teams. We're gonna start getting shot at all the way up, so we may just want to have them start running. Walking is going to allow them to take way too much damage. So, you two, to the walls. Use your foe seeker to speed up. You get to the walls as well. These guys are taking some hits. Let's actually bring them around. Through to the other gatehouse. And as I say this, I change my mind. Use that speed to get up in combat. These lads sprinting. Go ahead and have you guys sit outside the walls. Like so. We'll have the champions move around to this front here, while the wolves work to get through the gates. Looks like they are sending some crossbowmen out through the gates. An interesting strategy. Let's see how it pays off for them. Can we move you guys inside here? They're ripping through crossbowmen. That's an interesting bit of issues that's going on there. Chariots are going after the gates just fine. Looks like there's a good bit of the enemy force that is hiding. Keep pulling through, no reason to get shot at by those rifles there. And they are going to attempt to shoot at you. Let's have those champions hit the walls. Are we able to chop at this gatehouse here? Looks like one of them is actually through. We'll have you just come on over, away from the halberdiers. Start chopping in on the crossbows there that are in your way. Alright, starting to get shot at by the guns again. Let's go ahead and pull back one more time there. A lot of free damage. Javelins are getting good hits on the lads on the wall. Same thing with our horsemen there. You can switch targets to start blasting at these halberdiers. That'd be great. Alright, we're through the gates. Egil and the other werewolf can charge on forward. And actually we'll have the other 2 marauder champions come on this way as well. Hopefully they choose to go through the gates and not up and over the walls, because if they all go up, they're going to all go up and over the walls. Such is the way. Marauder horse brigade is really bad. It misses. We'll send the chariots through. We'll actually have them break this platform. One of them. The other 3 can go around and start claiming points. Being a right proper nuisance. Start smashing them up. Extra melee defense for the whole group around here. Blend up the 4 helpless halberdiers in short order. All 3 of you guys get down here. Get working. We get all sorts of weirdness with the selector there. Alright, let's bring the halberdiers up. Hold the position. We have already basically defeated that back group there. We'll have the Iceforge Legion move up, start harassing these halberdiers that are moving forward in a nice blob, as they should be. Yeah, everyone up front here is completely shattered. No problem. Move the horse masters up. You turn around and deal with these chariots, or these crossbows rather. We'll figure out what those guys actually are at some point here. Move you up. Hopefully get a nice good cast of the dragon horn. We'll have the chariots keep moving around as nuisances. Sweet, that one falls. Let's go ahead and charge away from the Reichsguard. Let's pull them towards the other chariots here. You three can all just kind of blend up these crossbows here. Everyone else moves up and gets into formation. Take them off melee mode, let them charge on in, and start throwing some javelins at these very unshielded halberdiers here. Nice damage. Already 3 of them falling. Whole bunch more starting to drop. And this looks like an excellent target for the Dragon Horn. Chariot's getting good damage. Go ahead and pull around. Keep them focused on that side there. Oh, the lightning's not getting a ton of hits, but it's doing alright. Alright, they've got caught. I didn't actually think they were moving that quick, so we have to pull them away now. Same thing with Eggle, though. Go ahead and activate his Charm Shield, pull them out beyond the walls. You go ahead and chase off these mounted yeomen. Everyone else seems to be having a really hard time getting into the settlement here, which is interesting. Everyone come on in. Halberdier is moving a little bit quicker than you expect him to. One down the street. We want to stay close enough that we can actually move around to assist. Same thing with you guys. You claim the point. Pull on away. Those yeomen got destroyed. You get some hits on those Reiksguard? No, they're in a bad position there. Looks like the 3 halberdiers are going to claim that spot back. How have you been caught? Oh no, run. Didn't even realize the Iceforge Legion has been caught by some of the enemy that had been brave enough to come on back. Let's have this fast skin wolves come on back and deal with that. No one else really can help out. Really unfortunate. Iceforge Legion, run. Pull you all back in. Activate your standard die and the Seduction of the Serpent. Make sure that everyone you are coming into contact with does want to turn and flee. Grab the Armored Skin Wolves and the Big Business, charge them forward. Break these lads up front here. They're already pretty weakened. I think I was going to need the reinforcements though. Charging on those handguns, get the Charm Shield going. And you, Marauder Champions. Let's go ahead and move forward to claim this point back. Sorry, Iceforge Legion, you guys took some unnecessary damage. Scoot on over there. You guys go ahead and charge in on these Knights of the Realm that are preparing to make a glorious charge themselves. Good work, good work. Knights, I think, are going to have a really bad time against werewolves. One of them they can probably handle. 2, that's going to be too much. They flee. Alright, let's pull you through. Keep blending up this group. You go ahead and keep rushing back. Let's go ahead and drop down the last Dragon Ogre horn right here. Handguns which should turn and start firing. Oh, interesting. They try to push out of it. That I did not expect. We'll charge you back, try to help out. Chuck these javelins at the halberdiers there. Chariots, get ready. We could use your help over here with these halberdiers. And you guys move up, prepare to help with wherever you're at. Where are the Reiksguard? Rotating to this position here. Alright, well, let's bring our javelins up the street, if we can. Activate the old Charm Shield, scare anyone off who needs to. Bring our Mammoth back. We're going to take a bit of damage fighting these lads here. Whoa, where are soldiers all at? They're all over the battlefield here. Completely all over. Well, they were soldiers. Now they've been run over. Pull the Armored Skin Wolves back. You guys just go ahead and hunt down this group just fine. 2 of you should be more than enough to deal with a unit of halberdiers. We're going to deal with the Knights of the Realm that are chasing you, and just moves one large blob there. Not much else they can do.
No time to lose.
You move up and help out with these mortars here. Armored Skin Wolves should completely shrug off any kind of nonsense like that. But there's an absolute swarm of death moving in. The mortars actually will get good damage in, so let's move through. We'll have the chariots try to crush the advantage. You two move straight through this line of halberdiers. Here's what we'll do. We'll almost... Oh, if you turn around and run, that's going to make it way easier on me.
I will. Acknowledged.
See, instead of charging, we're going to stop there. The unit will stop bracing, likely. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, brace or not, the mammoths will go straight through your line. We'll hunt down these mortars now.
Obliterate them. Orders taken.
Deduction to the serpents, they take that huge hit to their leadership. You guys can work on the Reiksguard. These swordsmen are getting absolutely shredded. Men of the Empire.
End them.
End them indeed. I see no other surviving forces here. Looks like another group of halberdiers moved in to join.
So be it.
They will die like all the rest. Easy win. Javelin troops move up, start chucking those at the guys here. Everyone else charge in, break these halberdiers that are in our way. Last bit of danger is these last Reiksguard. Well, they've got some rifles on the perch there. Eggle can deal with the one, send the other guys through to deal with the other group. Those halberdiers are tough, but that is just a sheer, overwhelming mass of large units. And Reichland loses its seat of power. You all should be embarrassed. And with a swift 1-2 punch, the capital of Reichland is crumpled. We will go ahead and sack the settlement for 16,000. And then we will go ahead and flee away because Emperor Karl Franz is actually close enough, I believe, to reinforce. I can't quite tell what his maximum movement would be in normal, but I believe he could at least reach ALTDORF, so I will not be claiming the settlement, just sacking, and then moving on through. We can gain ourselves a Zealot and a Varag's Beast Tamer, which is awesome. I'd love to do some replenishment, but I don't think we're going to be able to, so instead we're going to jump into raiding, and we shall pull through. Should be far enough away where we're not inside the circle of, or the area of effect for the city, the area of domain.
Ravage. Tribesmen gather.
Let's go for that frostbitten ability there. Looks very, very good. We'll probably definitely need lightning strike with how many armies are running around. Normally I would scoff at it, but not this time. As far as his werewolves go, I think we probably want to give them a better melee attack. Make sure they're landing those hits. And then you can grab your final point into Woundmaker. 540, and then I think Unnatural Thirst for the health. Speed is not quite as important since they will be fighting for the most part alongside either the mammoths or the regular marauders there, which are quite slow. For Jarrell, we'll give him his fearsome warriors. Lovely. Weapon strength and melee attack.
A certainty.
We can only hope the Emperor has no one nearby. Problem is, there's not just him down here. There's also the Golden Order, who I think is still dealing with Wulfrik up in the north, or Lightdorf.
Not possible.
Not possible. Well, what is possible is the upgrade of some of our settlements here. Crocodrak back up to a tier 5. Altar of the Crimson grabbing itself its final tier wall of carcasses, which is just lovely for the property values there. The Marauding Militia as well for Grayling Moot. And then we relax. We can't do any more upgrading. We're going to lose most of the settlements there in Nordland, so we don't worry about them. We definitely need to keep a wary eye on Sigvald and prepare for that war as soon as we're able to declare on it.
Do not test
Him
me,
we
repellent
shall.
fool. This handsome face hides it well, but I'm wiser than
This
you.
handsome face hides it well. He's going to get smashed in 9 turns.
Mighty am I.
And not in the way he typically enjoys. Alright, Jarrell, you and Ongram here definitely need to get out and start doing some raiding. I think we need to figure out who she's at war with and start making them our enemies as well. So let's go ahead and... because I really would like at least one of the Dark Elf factions on our side. I have no heroes up here in the north, though, is the only issue. No heroes in the north at all. And I don't really want to spend any gold to buy more. Recruit any new ones. We've got the Skin Wolf. I thought we had a singular wizard over here, but I think we sent him up north. We'll have to deal with it. Such is the way. These guys are going to be both raiding in friendly territory there. Just waiting for an opportunity to bounce.
A battle is foreseen.
Keep these guys together then. I think I moved just a little bit too far. We won't be able to do... oh, just kidding. Happy to be wrong. Or do we gain even more from doing the normal rating? 30% upkeep as opposed to 20%? That sounds much better. These guys are pretty safe. We'll take the full rating penalty there. Same thing for these guys on the other side. Go ahead and jump into the full rating stance for that maximum upkeep reduction. Yes, please. That gets us into positive. Sweet. Bellman, you might as well. We'll maximize how many times we say the same word. A bit of rating.
The eternal
Wulfrik is out of his movement, so we swing on over to Throg, who's still marauding in the mountains, and we will quickly give Dimzod to the auto-resolve gods. Good day, good sir. A tip of the hat to you. We shall sack the settlement and raise it next turn. Keep doing as much damage as we can to the mountain dwellers before Throg is slain.
That was my idea.
It was it? Excellent to hear. We will keep you nearby the Fallen King Mountain. We'll go ahead and burn it down next turn. Primordial Masters for the Frostworm units. Just giving them 15 more melee defense, which is pretty solid. They aren't amazing units by any means, but we'll probably end up grabbing 1 or 2 of them at some point for his army. We just can't quite afford them because he doesn't actually have any upkeep reduction for them. Just, I don't believe he does. Let me look. Regeneration, King of the Trolls. Yeah, no, just for Troll, Famir, and Skinwolves. That's who we're going to keep in the army. If anything, I'd like to get rid of the Beasts of Tashnar and add more Famir. Get rid of all of these humans entirely and keep them in replaced with Famir. Maybe the Marauder Hunters stay. Everyone else has to go. Alright, Throg. You've already got the Hulks of Death. Let's now give you your Icy Wrath for all of the Skin Wolves and actual wolves and such. Beautiful.
My ice age.
Deadly Fangs for Hela.
I eat my
And Quicksilver or Gridle. Sweet. Throg's army is looking absolutely menacing.
Did you say something?
I did. I'd like you to come up here and steal some technology from either Karak Angor or Irkulaz. Both have the same chance. Go for it, bud. What says you? Did you succeed? It's gonna hide the failure. There it is. It's gonna hide it for as long as it can. We've got 16,000 gold to spend still. I think we're gonna actually stockpile for a moment. As goofy as that may sound.
Don't waste my time with
we
petty
send
intrigues.
You quit being angry. I'm gonna send you some more money. She doesn't like the gift as much because we just sent her one, so we probably will wait. I'd like to start... if we can gather up some gold, we can keep Hellebrand off our back. Hopefully make allies. there's about to be lots of enemies all over the place, so where we can find allies at the moment, we should. I think Greece is actually a good choice.
Pick my teeth with your bloody bones.
Oh, you shouldn't do that. Let me send you some gold. Oh, you actually like a small gift that could be... medium gift could be pretty chunky. I'm not upset at that at all. 21 or 2,000. No problem.
Smart play.
Small potatoes. Hopefully the ogres can survive what's coming. The greenskins are about to unleash a tide upon the mountains. Okay, well that's all the gifts we'll pass out. It says we still have a lord that has not moved, and that is Feldman, who is just kind of raiding outside of Kislev like a bully. Works for me. Looks like the armies of the Everchosen should be arriving soon, and that's going to be a nice distraction for our boys. We definitely need some respite. Leif will bring you out and have you start raiding as well.
The eagle guides me. In agreement.
If there's anything out on the sea, we should come out and grab it real quick. I see nothing at the moment. We could alternatively start sprinting him down to the south and grab those giants. I'm actually kind of keen on doing that. Where's Sissiko at? I can't trust you.
Folk are weak.
Maximum speed, we gotta get more giants. The giant doom stack must be completed. And what that will entail is, I think, a total of 8 giants. The rest of it being either Famir warriors or some Marauder horsemen. If I could get some cavalry from some other factions, I absolutely would, because we could have a giant cavalry combination there where the guys surround the giants and then just get run over by the cavalry. I think that would be awesome.
Okay.
You two just hang out. I don't know what you guys are complaining about. I haven't moved. You'll be fine. Let's repair these two just to see if we can entice them into staying and fighting. We'll move on through. We have more damage buildings, huh? You're at Betchefin. And fixed. That's the turn. Alright, Engelbert Gerhoff was discovered ambushing. He is not as sneaky as he thinks. Thank goodness we sacrificed so many for our blood divination. Can we use you to damage things at Helmgart? I just wanted to know what your abilities were, good sir. Nothing more. Salt Garrison, actually, really useful for us. Looks like... There's the Emperor. I was gonna say, none of these armies are, Carl. He has so many armies trained up. These are probably mostly just full stacks of spearmen and archers. Now that one's not at all. It's pretty well recruited. Besides the spearmen at arms, of course. I am gonna actually rotate Wulfrik up towards where the rats are gonna be spawning in at. I think we need to get him, instead of Donnie 2 here, we're gonna basically just act like we're recruiting him or plating him up with some armor. Donnie 2 is going nowhere. He is basically just going to be upgraded and turned into a war mammoth. Armored up, added some lads on his back. Where did Arndt go, though? I'd like to crush him first. Oh, you coward, right outside of my range. He's going to go resettle the Griffinwood. Actually, I don't mind that so much. How many turns before the end times? Can we see? The end is nigh. 5 turns. That's spooky, isn't it? You sitting outside of Prague is also spooky. We are friends, right?
I may spare your soul.
If you betray me, I will be so sad. I don't really know what we'll do. Having to fight the Warhost of the Apocalypse as well. I don't think that's what he's doing, but sitting outside of one of our Dark Fortresses. They really, really like the Dark Fortress settlements and want to try to claim them at all costs. Pretty hard-coded into them. So they'll betray people randomly just to try to snatch a Dark Fortress that they think is safe for them to claim. Prague is pretty undefended by their standards. Put up a fair fight. This is a lot of Marauders. We definitely want to make sure we have troops by Help It, though. Drak will likely have Dawi showing up. Man, this is going to be a mess. So Dawi showing up at Drak, rats at the Lair of the Troll King, or not the lair, the Help It, and then Wood Elves in the Lorelorn Forest. A whole new faction should spawn. And then Drycha will also get herself some more stacks. Things are going to be very, very spooky.
I'm listening.
Are you now? Well, what I would need you to do, Wulfrik, is... I'd really like to catch Arndt sleeping. So let's come outside the settlement.
An unstoppable
Go into ambush. No, you're not great at an ambush. We'll go into ambush stance. Really completely aghast as to whether he goes after Betchefin or Kappelberg. Let's go for this position here. We've got 90% chance to catch him in an ambush. So hopefully we get lucky. Really unfortunate. I do love these chosen units. They really bolster our forces, but just I would like to get some Chaos Warriors of Nurgle more. The marked warriors are always so much more flavorful.
Dominate.
Alright, Thelman, let's keep eyes on the mountains here.
Hound compels.
Wolf from Hertwig is back. That's just a force of archers. We're not scared of that at all. Can't even pierce the hide of our mammoth in most cases. Alright, let's take to the field then. Frog, your job is going to be burning down the Fallen King Mountain. We raise this for who needs it the most? Eagle at this point? I think actually we can go for one of the others and the Eagle will just be taken down to 60. Let's go for the Hound once more. Keep this moving on towards its next tier. That weapon strength is going to be very useful when we have to deal with all the other champions there. Just get an a leg up on their soldiers. Because our Marauder champions really do struggle quite a bit. Our trolls and everything else do not, though. 161 weapon strength? Solid. They burned that to the ground. Can we switch to raiding? Might as well. And I think we come on in and try to do the same to Zufbar if we can help it. As you have said, or you all have said, it is a bit tough. It's going to be a bit tough to actually get Throg on home. But we may keep him as a distraction. Because one army is not going to want to fight him. And the AI is a little bit wiggy about how they pilot their doom stacks. So we'll hopefully try to use that to our advantage. Mind over the machine.
Chieftain of the tribe.
Alright, Big Anger Carl. We're just going to keep raiding our own lands. I'd kind of like to move these two forces closer together. So move you to here, and then Barden in this position. That way they can cover both sides. But they should also be able to reinforce one another. Oh, do they not?
You need a boon.
Interesting, why not?
Bring death.
We'll find out. They should. And we are safe from any attack from behind, so let's go ahead and grab the... Oh, really? Here too. We will grab the medicinal camp in a bit. Loot pile in the meantime. Alright, well let's grab Eggle, who needs to keep on moving. Would not be a bad idea to attack
This action does
Uber's
not
right.
have my consent.
On the way through. It has the Red Moon Inn, which is one of the landmark buildings. We're forcing them to rebuild this. Should be pretty great. It will give the garrison an extra 5 heroes, or is it 6? That's 5 heroes. The Bright Wizard, the Empire Captain, the Thane, the Witch Hunter, and the Waystalker. The old homage to Vermintide there. Do we completely bypass it then? That is a bit of a pain, I won't lie. Fighting all the extra heroes for nothing there. Yeah, we will bypass. We'll see if we can go through Helmgart then. The other two forts being quite a bit better defended. So we'll go up here. We'll try to assault the garrison. We'll find out if we succeeded, I guess, way later on here. He failed. Eggle,
Yes.
you jump into the raiding camp stance. Let's get moving.
On the prowl.
A path of ruin through the Empire, and it's only to just come over here and continue our monster hunt. We just want to hunt down the Mad Titan. All you had to do was let us. Alright, so Leif, with you sailing on back to Albion, which is quite amusing. Sissiko, we have to keep an eye on the rogue pirates. They are
Slaughter
a
the
wily bunch.
sent by the serpent.
Chieftain of the tribe.
Ormgrim, you are where at? In the north here. Probably a good idea to only go for things that increase your military capabilities, and you are rolling with only skin wolves and trolls. That's what will increase then.
Despoil and ravage.
That's Famir and mammoths. Frostbitten is the trolls. It is indeed. More melee attack. You guys keep hanging out and doing your raiding thing. We could honestly get in some more chaff in both of these units to make them a bit safer.
Northmen.
Don't want to hurt our incomes. We're gonna keep a positive green for now.
Harbinger of war.
Carl, I want you as a spy, so come on over down to Weissmund once more.
Demonic destruction.
Looks like several of the armies are up here in the north, keeping an eye on Wulfrik. Rog is a slayer. Sounds good. And Azella, did you actually succeed? Hate that it doesn't tell you. He also failed. Man. How much fear of Wulfrik is there? Give you your second point in the specialist as well. Hopefully you don't fail quite as often. See if Aslog has what it takes. You failed last turn. Can you succeed once more here? Oh, there you go. This is a success. Finally. A bite time. Half here up the north. We'll just keep stealing technology from Prince Sigvald's people.
Bringing it down.
Well done. Bringing it down. 247 on our research rate, and we are up to 1 turn left on the demise of Talay, giving us an extra 10 to all of our post-battle loot. Okay, so we know who hasn't moved. The raiders are the ones that haven't moved, so we're all good there. We'll skip on through. We have an outpost upgrade, so you know what? We will go ahead and upgrade the outpost up to a tier 3 Norskin colony there. And then let's check our diplomacy. See if we can make any more buddies. Clan Rictus. That I don't trust. Sorry, Clan Rictus. You are chock full of betrayal. It is your trademark. We'll take this bounty. As we are but a simple man trying to make our way in the universe. We'll grab Siegfried, the bounty for Siegfried Billings. Now that we know he's over here, less reward for Arndt, so his army must be actually less elite. Probably less ROR units. We'll grab the mission for you. That way we know where you're at all times there. Alright, Toddbringer is again attacking Dieterschaft, and this time he's got a bit of an upgrade. He's got 2 halberdiers and some great swords. We stand not a chance. Toddy getting himself some lovely experience. And Arndt has attacked Kappelberg. Yeah, see, the choice was between the less defended capital city or the less defended small town. Usually they go after the capital city. We were wrong. The mini cannons boom, and our boys get turned into chunky salsa. 4 heads on 4 heads.
The masters have surely fated this meeting. What brings
Festus
you
is
here,
like our only
Captain
buddy.
Hart?
Hello, Festus. He wants us to join his war against all 3 of them. We will, but not yet, because if I make myself not reliable, we'll get declared on by several factions, probably all at once, including Hoggrafe, and I really, really don't need that, so we shall wait. Join you. Not enough benefits to warrant getting attacked by everyone. Man, the slow countdown timer for the end times. We're at 4 now. A great migration comes to our borders, demanding shelter from larger threats abroad. Do we let them cross into our territory or turn them away? Where's the third option to sacrifice them? I will go ahead and allow the migration. -3 control is not great. What we will take those buffs for now. We did lose Dieterschafen, which hurts our income. Port has been disrupted. We'll be over there in due time, don't you worry. And actually, you're going to have a big threat from Lorelorn Forest very, very soon coming from Arguiland, so we won't have to worry about it too much very soon. Onslaughts of trees in due time. On next research, though, as we have finished the demise of Talea, I am tempted to go for the Scavengers of the New World. We are about to have to be fighting against all sorts. Where's the one for the Wood Elves? Or do they not have one? It's probably Slaughter the Elves, right? It's High Elves. Interesting. They have Dark Elves and High Elves, but not Wood Elves. Unless I'm just missing it. No, they surely don't. True Northmen would give us a less attrition, more unit mass. How useful would that be overall? Help our chariots out and our mammoths as well. That's really interesting. There isn't one for the Wood Elves. Bonus V infantry when fighting against Skaven. That would be very useful. Just trying to prep for what's coming ahead, really. Probably great to have the ruination of the vampire counts or the destruction of Bretonnians. Let's grab the Bretonnians. You know what? We're about to have to fight the vampires in droves. So let's grab the ruination of the counts. One of the biggest choices of all. Well then, ALTDORF, have you heard of revenge? Waddle on over. And revenge it is. It gives us a close victory. This should be a marvelous battle. He's got lots of crossbows. We have a lot of units to disrupt. So we're basically going to want to send our Marauder champions over in melee mode to kind of cut through these lads as fast as we can. Do they have any walls? No. Scariest units being the mortars, so we will have to lead the fight with the skin wolves and the other cavalry to kind of break things up, and then send the boys in behind. Let's get to it. Alright, well, with this many missile troops, the opportunity to lose soldiers is always quite high. They have deployed very far back, though. That does hurt them, so that hurts their chances quite a bit. We deploy the Skin Wolves into the forest as they have Strider, and they can move all the way through the forest and actually fight in the forest with no penalties. We'll make them a group as they have Strider, and I want to keep them kind of separate. We'll have the Trolls kind of hang out with the normal units because they look basically the same, and we all know it. Throw the Axe Cavalry back a little ways, otherwise I'm going to get them exploded because I don't quite have the micro capabilities of doing all that at the same time. The infantry looks good. The only difference is, well, we're even going to leave these guys up top, as we'll just have all the beasties move forward, including our Famir Belfiend. We'll have them engage first, everyone else funnel in behind them. That should be a pretty hefty win. You know what, we will put them with the Skin Wolves, that way I don't actually charge all of them over at once, because I do want these guys locked into formation and charging into a straight line. Alright then, that'll begin. Alright, Wulfrik, push yourself on forward. All they have is a sheer horde of crossbows in your way. Sneaky, sneaky Skin Wolves through the forest. Stay hidden the whole way over here. Honestly, that by itself is enough to stop their artillery line. So as we get a bit closer here with Wulfrik and the Balefiend, Wulfrik, make sure we come off on the side that we can throw Seafang down the line of crossbows. Speed you up, buddy. Get you up on the hill there. Have the advantage. I am going to drag the boys up the hill so they can also have height advantage over the enemy. The normies, if you will. Dotty 2 and 3, hold position. You kind of hang out here on this farm. It's the most rage-filled screech you'll ever hear. All of the enthusiasm. Oh, they've located our units. Run these spearmen down. They've spotted us. No choice. Fang does all the damage. That's amazing to see. And they are actually completely out of range, so we can keep Wulfrik back here and keep being a nuisance. Well, let's go for a overcast Melkoth. We can actually reach them. Let's see if we can without it. Nope. Overcast it is. We shall hit one of these units of crossbows. Go down the line then. Once you hit this unit, we will pull away though. Just trying to watch the health markers, but if we zoom in, it'll be impossible to see anything because of the trees. Pull these guys on into the forest, and they can kind of melt away. We go for a penumbral pendulum. Through the line of soldiers. But soldiers beware. You thought Fang was the only threat. Oh no. Really, they're very brave. Wolves should be invisible soon. Alright, well, we will now layer down the death on the line of mortars there. Line of infantry go forward. You guys pull behind. Donnie and Co. start moving up. Soul Crusher, come on over and help out Jurgesh. He definitely needs it. Donnie, you go ahead and work up and help out Jurgesh as well. Don't leave a man behind. You can go ahead and get your extra melee defense. You guys go ahead and break these crossbows. Let's take the high ground with our Javelin Corps. Oh, interesting. He disappeared for a moment. That's rather strange. Let's go ahead and drop Melkoths on him so he slows down a bit. Donnie and the team can come up and help out in but a moment. Very, very well done. The mortar crews are already eliminated. Pull the Marauder Horsemen away. Wulfrik, we can go ahead and drop down to the Ancient Frostworm scale, do all of the free damage there. Thing activates almost immediately, which is amazing. We'll go ahead and throw Fang at these archers. You are indeed. Got some good hits on it. We go for Doom and Darkness and scare off some of these halberds. Here we go for the extra fear on these guys. Pull these skin wolves away. Donnie's squad easily kicked the pants off of that Empire captain. Let's keep moving. More Melkoths on that greatsword unit there. Then we'll just go ahead and drop down the Pit of Shades Overcast on all of these poor fools that are moving forward. Donnie and the other mammoths move up. You go ahead and deal with these greatswords that are coming at you. Everyone else keep moving on in. Skin wolves, let's go ahead and turn around and start hitting these crossbows behind if you can there. These guys are caught in the melee, they don't need to be. Wulfrik, let's go ahead and deal with their lord now. He's been causing us problems the whole battle. Let's stop that. The ease with which he breaks free from battle is horrifying. Just pulverizing the Imperial lads there. Baby Mammoth's getting some damage in too. Having a good old time. We will come up on out of here though so we don't lose too many to the crossbows that are firing. Champions are finally making it into battle, but this is an awesome route there. Even if we completely forgot to use our trolls. We're way in the back. They're loved and they know it. I think I'm actually one of the only... I'm sure there are others that I have not thought of, but I'm the only YouTuber that I can think of that actually has positive things to say about the trolls. They do work for you in the right situations, but they are also very keen on hurting and running when they have a full unit, so... Very swingy, the boys are. We are going to hunt down... Well, we don't actually have to hunt them down because they are in the settlement, so that's the battle. Alright, 72 fall into the Battle of Keppelberg. 7,000 gold to our treasury, and we shall, I think, actually raise the settlement for one of the Dark Gods. Give ourselves kind of a fire break for what's coming. It's time to now raise one for the Eagle now, though, because we are at 60, so for the Eagle it is. Not lose any of our tiers. Be catastrophic. The peaceful principalities of the southernmost men need to be shown the true savagery of the north. Indeed. Moving quickly towards the Hound's Gaze, and if we can actually swing it, because we're getting some pretty good efficiency here, we'll try to grab the first tier at least in the Crow's Gaze. We have tier 1 in all of the factions, and then we'll just grow for tier 3 on the Eagle and await the champions. Grab our Lord of Change, Azric the Mazekeeper. With all of our extra wins of magic, he should be an absolute menace in battle. Or I will do my best to get him slain accidentally.
Spoil, ravage.
Alright, well, get Eggle moving. I think we should be able to break through Helmgart. Especially with some help from our friends. Oh, well done. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Alright, Eggle. You shall be the one that starts off the battle for the next episode, but for now, I am out of time for today. I've been Space Wizard War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub though, and I will see you on the next one.